They say defense wins championships, and Rex Ryan has his New York Jets believing just that this year. Despite a few injuries, the league's second-best defense faced a tough task hosting the Dolphins Sunday. Miami's offense has been running on all cylinders lately, scoring 30-plus points in their previous 3 games behind the tandem of Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams. New York would keep the Wildcat in Miami's offense at bay, but couldn't contain one Dolphin from busting loose en route to a record-setting day. This AFC East grudge match comes at you on NFL Replay, starting now.
Sanchez is coming out. Again, coming off that poor performance the last time he was at home, 5 picks in a loss against Buffalo. But he won his first 3 starts his rookie year, the 5th player selected in this year's draft. His mantra all week long, like every other Jet, 5-3, 5-3, 5-3. That's what he told us as they try to win this one today and go into the bye at the midway point with that record, 2 games over 500. They'll begin from the 34 with a 2 tight end formation. And
go ahead.
Send Cotchery, who's been out the last 2 weeks, to the left side. And Jones is knocked down after a 1-yard run. Torbor on the hit. Second and 9. Sanchez, short toss, and it's Keller, his tight end. Double whammy out at the 39 and a gain of 4. On 3rd down blitz, Sanchez completes it, but well short of a first, as Clowney has the catch for a gain of 3. They toss it to Ronnie Brown. Sidesteps a couple of hits behind the line and gains 2. Hit by David Harris. Instead of 3rd and 1, it's 2nd and 18. Back to Fasano, and he's ridden out by Calvin Pace. It'll be 3rd and long. On 3rd and 12, they go for the long ball to Hartline, and he was open. Overthrown. He had a step on Donald Strickland. 3rd series coming up for Sanchez and the Jets, who've managed 1 first down so far. Robert Turner lined up on the right side. He's eligible as a receiver as Edwards shifts to the right. And here comes the flea flicker. Sanchez well protected and airing it out, but no one there. They had double coverage down the field on Braylon Edwards. So the Dolphins were not fooled. They had Vontae Davis back deep along with Jabril Wilson. So Sean Green, the rookie out of Iowa, they took in the 3rd round, who they thought really had 1st round potential. And he showed it last week in the game against the Raiders. Here he is with his first carry today. And tried the breakaway from Langford, but ridden down after a gain of 3. Third and short, and Sanchez goes for it up top and gets it. Dustin Keller with the grab, and good for 6 at midfield, 1st down.
Well, good formation, good movement, respecting the Miami run defense, which is the 4th in the NFL, 4th best at stopping the run. And you just call this is like a run. This is the New York Jets, and these short passes are an extension of the running game, and you do that. Brian Schottenheimer likes to move people, change formations, and when you do that, it makes it easy for your quarterback to get those short throws.
2nd and 9, and that's Keller twisting away for another first. Spun away from Reggie Torbor, the former Giant, and then Nate Jones finished him off at a gain 11.
And I think the biggest thing, too, is we talk about Mark Sanchez, just learning and understanding the NFL, your team, and how to say the phrase, which sometimes I hate, manage the game, and understand, wow, we got a good running game. Our defense is pretty good. There's no need for me to take those chances.
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
It hurts.
I've heard so many off-the-air references to how much you despise managing the game.
When they call quarterbacks, they're just nothing but game managers. I hate that phrase.
Okay. 1st down from the 39, and Green collects 3 more. Patry with the football on the end around, and the Dolphins held their ground on that side and contain him. Just a 1-yard run. Sean Smith, the first to get to him. Danny Woodhead in as an extra receiver. Sanchez is hit on the throw. The corner blitz, and Sanchez is hurt. That was Jabril Wilson, actually the safety coming up. Look at Sanchez get up and try to run off the field.
Looks like he had the air knocked out him. On the outside, 28, Jabril Wilson. Boy, he flushes Mark Sanchez.
Oh, it was rough. That did not feel good. I don't know who it was, but somebody off the edge. You know, when you're throwing the ball and they get under your arm and you can't really bring your arm down, and you're just kind of left up to whatever they end up doing to you. Pretty much a whole body ouch one. Just didn't feel good. You know right away whether you're really injured or you're just hurt, and it was just a hurt thing, but it hurt pretty good. So it was nothing like sharp pain or anything. It was just sore, and I'll be sore for a couple days, but it's all right. That's part of the game.
When we come back, the Jets will look to break out of their slow start by taking to the air.
Now the Jets, for the 4th straight time, start at either their own 34 or 35. And it's Thomas Jones with a quick burst out to the 42. Good for 7. 2nd and 3. They have Jones for a loss. And he fights for that first down, and they're going to give it to him on the spot. He got away from Randy Starks. On first down, Jones. Adele able to stop him after 3. Sanchez goes for the long ball. There's a flag down at the 35-yard line. Looks like it might be illegal contact. Vontae Davis on the coverage of Braylon Edwards.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's called on the first-round pick out of Illinois, Vontae Davis. Will Allen again on injured reserve after being injured a week ago, and there's the contact past the 5-yard mark.
Well, what it is, the old arm bar, not once, not twice, but 3 times he sticks it out there. Got to pay the toll sometimes to get by. But Vontae Davis, the first-round draft pick, has the speed. Tony Sperano last night just talking about him. He goes, he's got good instincts, excellent tackler, and even when you fool him, he has the speed to make it up and outrun the football while it's in the air.
Gives the Jets a first down at the Miami 46, and Jones collapses after a gain of about 2. The Jets at the Miami 45. Play action fake. Sanchez rifles it to Edwards, and he's down at the 20. A gain of 25 working on the rookie Sean Smith.
Braylon Edwards getting a fresh start here with the New York Jets. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, so the defense is looking at that bunch to the one side. But the threat to run the football keeps the defense near the line of scrimmage. And then Braylon Edwards, you saw the space that he had between the linebackers and the safety.
Thomas Jones weaving and somehow finding 5 yards out of very little room. The Jets toss it to Sean Green. And the rookie picks up the first down. A goal-to-go situation coming up for New York. Dustin Keller and Tony Richardson kind of locked down that side. Tony Richardson, 49, does an excellent job leading it. Dustin Keller gets inside, and then down the field you got DeBrickashaw Ferguson. That's an excellent job. And Ben Hartstock's tight end also, double tight end. That kind of tells you they want to run the football. They bring in reinforcement on that line with Robert Turner and Wayne Hunter.
78-75, eligible.
How about this?
Gonna run it. Thomas Jones. He gallops to the 5. Patry shifting back around on 2nd and goal.
Excellent.
Sanchez over the head of Edwards.
Oh,
It's 3rd and goal. This is the 10th play of the drive.
Changing protection because he knows it's a blitz by the Dolphins.
Here they come. Sanchez unloads and he's almost bit. Oh boy. Sean Smith saw it. The rookie from Utah was ready to take off 100 yards.
Well, first off, excellent job by Mark Sanchez getting protected and changing the formation of his offense so he can throw the football outside. But Smith, nice read, knowing it's probably going to be a quick throw because his defense is blitzing and he misses it. He was expecting Braylon Edwards to go out to the outside too.
So Jay Feely, former Dolphin, 23-yard attempt straight away. Clemens on the hold, right down the middle. First points of the game belong to the Jets.
So points finally get on the board as this defensive battle continues. When we come back, the Dolphins try to solve the Jets' D.
Well, the Dolphins have run only 9 plays so far. They have not picked up a first down in 3 series. Now out on the field for the 4th time. And he fakes and gets it over to Janos, and they have a first down near the 40. Their backup tight end with the catch and a gain of 14, bumped out by Bart Scott.
Yeah, let's don't forget, Chad Henne, second-year quarterback. You got to get his confidence going too. So give him some easy throws. And what better way to do it than if you're a Dolphins quarterback, fake a run. But it gets tough to throw the football sometimes, I think, for this Miami offense, or to run it even at times, because they put the Jets, everybody at the line of scrimmage, and they almost dare you to try to throw it down the field to these wide receivers.
On first down from the 40, Henne waiting, and he's going to be sacked back at the 32. That's Marcus Douglas decking him, and a loss of 8.
Just an excellent job by this Jets defensive line. Watch them. They form a wall across, so it's one line. Nobody's really up the field to give the quarterback an avenue to see where he can look down the field and make the decision, and there's nowhere to step up. So when you drift to the sidelines, nowhere to go. Look down the field. Where do you throw it? Nowhere. Running back late, coming to the right. That wasn't part of the play for Chad Henne.
That's the first sack they've had against Miami this year. Now, Henne with a little screen to Ricky Williams. Good piece of running here by Ricky, and he's in Jet territory inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 37 with a late flag thrown in.
I think it was a clip by Ted Ginn. Really uncalled for.
There is no foul for a block in the back.
Okay.
The player was knocked into the back of the other player.
That will bring some relief for Ginn, who has just been making a lot of mistakes.
So what they're saying is the player was blocked into hitting him in the back, but nice screen. You saw the defenders up the field, and look at the offensive lineman getting outside and making the blocks.
Oh, I saw that. He got bumped and then lost control as he lost his balance, so you can't flag him for that. First down Miami from the Jets 39.
Good job by Justin Smiley.
And Henne. Oh, that was dangerous. Rivas dove for it, looking for Janos or Ronnie Brown. They both were in the area.
Well, I think it was to Ronnie Brown. I'm not sure, just a guess. But sometimes, and you heard me last night, I was a little careful how I said it. As I talked to Tony Sperano, I just go, the Wildcat. Do you think that sometimes, I know it's had moderate success, a little overblown, no question, but do you think it takes away from your offense overall? And he says no.
Ronnie Brown up the middle, shakes off a hit, no. Holding on there was Sean Ellis, and it's only a 3-yard gain. They'll go shotgun from the 36.
Look at this, they're all coming.
Have to get to the 29 for a first.
2 backs in the backfield expecting blitz.
Here they come after Henne. Harris gets hold of him and doesn't let go at the 48.
You know, you got to laugh almost. I mean, it makes me smile. Everybody knows it. Both coaches talk about it. The Jets do. The Dolphins, that's all they talk about. What do you, and look at it. It is stormed the fort.
Boy, there was just no chance. Henne trying to find some freedom and instead loses 15. From the 45, Henne steps up and hits Ricky Williams for a first down at the Jets 32. Ronnie Brown in the Wildcat, ready to run it up the middle. And Miami has its deepest penetration to the New York 31. Back-to-back Wildcat formations. Ricky Williams coming around. They're going to go left instead and looking for a throw. Ronnie Brown is dropped back at the 40. They have read that same action twice. Remember the one down near the goal line where Drew Coleman was in on him a hurry? This time it's Jim Leonard.
Well, this is one of the, to me, the big negatives about the Wildcat. When it goes to the outside like this and you stretch it out, it loses big yards. And they're trying to throw it down the field, but the Jets do a nice job of coming off blocks and finding the receivers. And Fasano was trying to, it was like a flea flickered away. Jets weren't fooled.
So now they have to call back Henne on 3rd and 17. It's Fasano trying to get into field goal range at the very least, and he's out of bounds at the 30. Dan Carpenter beat out Jay Feely for the place-kicking duties in 2008 at Miami. Feely now with the Jets has already kicked a field goal. This would be Carpenter's longest of the season. From 48 yards, Carpenter, good-looking boot, and the game is tied at 3. He's now 10 of 11 on the year.
With the first half winding down, the Jets want to retake the lead, but can't let any opportunities slip through their hands. These teams met 4 weeks ago in Miami, and a fourth-quarter shootout went back and forth as the Dolphins would snatch victory from the Jets with just seconds on the clock. A new chapter in this bitter rivalry is unfolding as we head back to the Meadowlands as halftime approaches.
Ball's loose on the ground. Still kicked out to the 45 and recovered by the Jets. Now inside of 2 minutes.
Good call.
Where can they can't advance.
Oh no, it's a muff. So it stays where it's at.
Okay.
It is a muff. So when it's muffed, if it goes forward, it does not go back.
And it was Keller who recovered it for the Jets. And Sanchez. That one looked like it slipped right out of his hands.
I've been waiting for that rule for 10 years when it came about. But I always think of it as the quarterback pitching to the running back who doesn't gain possession of it. A backward pass that's fumbled forward. You mark it where it either goes out of bounds or it's recovered.
Here's the fumble. It was actually a perfect snap by Mangold.
Trying to see the coverage. Never got possession. That's why the football and it's kicked around. And the Jets, even though it's inside 2 minutes, can cover it and pick up 6 yards.
Just that quickly. It's 3rd and 5.
That was a good no throw by Mark Sanchez, though.
Both teams with all the timeouts. Sanchez to Clowney. He's short of the first. He needed 5. He got 4. Joey Porter applied the pressure on Sanchez. They have not had a single reception so far by a wide receiver. And instead they go run with Ronnie Brown down at the 19. Sean Ellis wraps him up. On 3rd and 5, quick throw over the Bess. Trying to make the move and the stiff arm, and he's near a first, and there is a flag. He collides with Dwight Lowry.
That was a good call, too. Safe. Nothing could go wrong, and give yourself a chance to pick up the first down.
Face mask on the Jets, and that's the first time Miami has converted on 3rd down today. Plus, it's the first catch by a wide receiver.
Look inside. Lowry puts that hand on the face. Tony Sperano.
And he calls for the face mask.
You know, I love it. His actions, he doesn't try to be Mr. Calm on the sideline. He lives and dies with his football team.
18 seconds. Can they give Carpenter a chance? Can they pick up big yardage? Work in the middle of the field. Best drops it. The kicker thinking that might have gotten us a little bit closer. They still would have needed another completion down the field, more yardage. That was only going to get to about the 45 of the Jets. Best. And nothing there. Douglas, Bart Scott, they're all in on that. And they lost a yard.
After 11 combined punts, the teams head into halftime tied at 3. But when we come back, a record-setting game erupts as these two rivals battle down to the final minute. Don't go anywhere. NFL Replay is back after this.
Tie ball game, third quarter. Jets have it for the first time out of the locker room. After a 3-and-out for Miami, and again, the Miami defense playing aggressively. Second down and 11. And Jones again. And again, the Dolphins are not budging. Andy Starks, one of those in on the hit, along with Solai.
Right there.
Dolphin defense wasn't set, and they take advantage. New York gets the first down with Thomas Jones. Looked like a mix-up on the Miami side.
How about that? 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, and they quick snap the Dolphins, and they're not ready. Look at them standing up. They're not even down. They're playing pass. They got 3 down linemen. Excellent job. That's something you talk about at halftime.
Paul Pasqualoni, the former Syracuse head coach and defensive coordinator. His team giving up 11 yards on that rush. And they move the sticks to the 39 of Miami. Jones. Solai grabs a hold of him after a gain of 2.
Man, it looked like a youth football formation out there. Just everybody's inside the hashes for the New York Jets. Taking all guesswork out of it completely. Let's see, we have that formation. We can run. Oh no, we can run. Well, that's all you can really do. Look at this. When you go over and watch the 4th graders play, that's what they do. Everybody gets in there and they just kind of come together and see how many yards they get.
Second down and 8. Jones is held to only a yard. Third and 7. They need to break one here. No, they're going to go for the pass. Sanchez. Oh, almost caught by Keller. Jeremiah Bell exchanging words.
Yeah, good throw that time by Mark Sanchez, but the fighting for position. And Keller didn't have his left arm free to get it around the football, make the catch. Good protection. Watch the throw. See the left arm? It comes in too late because he's trying to hold off Jeremiah Bell.
Look, they're bringing out Feely for a 55-yard attempt.
Wind always blows towards the goalpost that Feely is kicking to.
And if a miss here would give the ball to Miami in great position. Feely, though, drills it. And it's good. 55 yards equals a career long. Jay Feely, what a game he's having here. He's kicked off twice and made the tackle each time on Ted Ginn. And not just a tackle, I'm talking tackles with aggression. And he's just tied his career-long 55-yard field goal.
Yeah. I really believe it helped those tackles, helped him make the kick. I really do. It made him feel positive. He's part of the game. He's doing some good stuff. Nobody expects you to make the 55-yarder either.
Low driving kick. Again, right at the goal line. With some room this time across the 40. Still going. This time no one's going to get him. Ted Ginn Touchdown, Miami. 100 yards. No flag.
That'll make a lot of people feel better about Ted Ginn, but this is what he is. He's an exceptional, in my eyes, return guy because of this. Give him a little window. How about outrunning 1, 2 defenders who have the angle, who should make the tackle, but Ted Ginn, one of those guys that can open it up, show you that so-called extra gear, and outrun you to make that touchdown.
The whole week, you could just see that, they overload to one side, and then, as they kept kicking to the left, and I see 2 guys always loop over, I knew that, if I got to the backside, big things could happen.
He kind of shot out of there, got away from a tackle, I thought, and then got to the perimeter. Heck of a call by Bono, okay? We set something up, okay, to start to one side and break it back. We felt like there was a lot of pressure. It was a heck of a call by Bono, and it worked perfectly.
First off, watch the kicker, Jay Feely. We bragged about him making the tackles, but he gets caught down inside too. Woodhead gets beat to the outside. Wallace misses the angle. And then Strickland doesn't quite have the angle, but not able to make that last step up.
With the Jets shutting down the Dolphins' offense, Miami needs to find a different way to get in the end zone.
So the Jets now trail for the first time in this game, and they take over at the 28. Sanchez to Keller, makes the grab and is touched down by Sean Smith, but it's good for 11 and a first.
Yeah, that's something, first off, good job by Keller getting open, but when you get open like this, the quarterback and receiver, you got to put it right on him. He's got to catch it in stride so you can take advantage of the extra yards. That's something the Jets have not been doing the last few weeks.
Jones working hard that time for 5 yards. And 2nd down and 5 for the Jets. And a good forceful hit by Soliai. Holds him to 2. Third and 3, and that's a first down grab by Jericho Contry, back after missing 2 games with a hamstring. That's good for 5 and a first, and on to the Miami side of the field.
Yeah, Contry against Sean Smith. Nice job. Good. One thing that Mark Sanchez does very well, he throws well on the run. And that is Joey Porter tries to get inside, expecting a drop back pass. But the rollout doesn't matter if he beats his guy inside. Let him go.
2nd down and 10. Green. Soliai forces the fumble. Jason Taylor has it. He's taken off. Jason Taylor to the 20. Keller chasing after him. He won't get to him. Touchdown, Miami. Another return touchdown for the Dolphins. Soliai stripped it away, and Taylor scooped it up and took it the rest of the way.
How about that? We're seeing this defensive line of the Dolphins. We talked about it, the penetration the last series. They're getting in the backfield. Oh, that's just a good job. It's Soliai just hits him and then just grabs and rakes the football out.
I like to tell myself it's a situation to be in the right place at the right time and hustling to the ball and always kind of being a ball hawk. But, the ball today bounced up to me pretty well, and you can't get tackled by a quarterback, so I'm not sure what move I put on him, if I even put a move on him, or if he just missed a tackle, but it worked out.
JT made a great play, and that's what JT does. Ever since that I've been playing with JT, he's always done something special, and today is just another example of that.
When the guy comes off, the ball's gonna be right there, so that's what happened. I had a double, the guard came off, and I was right there in the backfield. I made the play, and I felt like I had the ball around my head, so I just ripped it. I was happy that Jason Taylor went and took it to the house. So that's all we need to make play.
Green going back with the same running play where he fumbled the last time, this time for no gain. Second and 15. Sanchez, look out. Oh, almost intercepted. Went right through the hands of Aiken Adele. And Jason Ferguson was in on the quarterback as he threw it.
Defensive line for the Miami Dolphins are just taking turns. 95, Jason Ferguson. Well, that was a nice, it looked like he was on Alan Faneca and just gets around him. Yes. Good first move off the line of scrimmage. The ball is snapped, gets the angle. And getting in the way of the quarterback. Throws that go off target and decisions that are not clear. And that's what leads to mistakes.
Have to get all the way out to the 43 for a first. On third down, Sanchez. Clowney. Nate Jones. And it's 3 and out for the Jets.
Well, the Jets here, a good punt. And what you do, you play this game like it was the whole first half. Try to pin Miami back and tell your defense to go out there and stop them in 3 plays, and you'll be back in business around midfield.
Weatherford.
Bad punt.
Pass, fair catch at the 25. He fumbled it. Ball's out. Jets have it inside the 30, they think.
White ball! White ball! White ball!
Jets football. Just like that, something that has menaced Miami all year. They fumble the football just when they were getting all the momentum, the 11-point lead, and a chance to have possession.
Fair catch. Does he take his eyes? Why would you take your eyes off the football after your fair catch? And
yeah, you're not worried about a hit there.
Yeah, watch. See if he takes them off. Yes, just at the last second. Well, maybe he wasn't. He was closing his eyes, so I'm not going to condemn him. Could I think I'm wrong once I see it again.
Jamal Westerman of the Jets with the recovery. And New York set up at the 29. Thomas Jones. Wow. Boy, he jolted out of bounds by Vontae Davis, a run of 3. Sanchez throws to Edwards, spinning, about a knee touchdown, and they do rule him down at the 16.
That was a nice play, nice thought process by the Jets. Definitely a running formation. Look at that lane for Mark Sanchez. Able to get the football to, without question, your most dynamic guy to the outside, Braylon Edwards.
Picks up 10 yards and watch the knee.
He's hit. Knee goes down. Yep. Good call, no question.
Told us he's loving it being in New York. Everything is positive, he said. Braylon Edwards talking to him on Friday. First down, up the middle. And Jones to the 12. Sanchez to Keller. And Keller's down at the 1. Ridden down by Jabril Wilson. Gain of 12.
What a turn of events. Another good job by the Jets. It's a blitz by the Dolphins. Get rid of it quick, and since you're blitzing, there's nobody in front of Mark Sanchez or Keller.
Sanchez thought Keller was going to score.
I don't blame him. Quarterbacks love those touchdown passes.
They bring Richardson in as the fullback. Jones is the tailback on first and goal. Sanchez still has it. He's going in with no one near him.
Nobody knows you yet. Look at everybody in the pile.
Well, Philip Merlin thinks there's a fumble. He was signaling the other way. The lineman, defensive lineman for Miami. Sanchez comes over and says, by the way, guys, I've already scored.
That's about how it looked Friday in practice. And these are things you can do with a nice, good young quarterback who has excellent feet and is mobile enough to keep the football every once in a while.
You don't see a quarterback with that kind of spike very often, do you?
An impressive Jets drive makes it a 4-point game. But don't go anywhere. The Dolphins don't wait long to answer back.
Some slick ball handling by Mark Sanchez. And he's got 3 rush touchdowns in a season. First Jet quarterback to do that since Richard Todd back in 1980. Again, sidestepping a couple of hits. Still going, look out, needs 1 block. 1 block and he's gone. Well, he's got 1 man to beat Strickland.
Oh, yeah,
no chance. Back to back, Ted Ginn, this time 101 yards.
I really felt like I was trapped, and I just tried to use what I have as far as my feet and different things like that, play off my blocks, And my motive was to get to the outside, and once I got that opening, and once I turn on them burners, I'm going.
I thought we had him down at the 20, but you got to really credit that young man for. I mean, he broke a lot of tackles, and then he was out the gate on us. So, the young man should get a lot of credit for that.
I'm like a mouse trapped in a corner. You always wonder how that mouse get out. You get creative. I tried to get creative, and I came up out of it.
Miami has run 3 offensive plays in the 3rd quarter, and the Dolphins have scored 3 touchdowns. 2 kick returns and a fumble return. Ted Ginn Jr. out of Cleveland, Ohio, electrifying this Miami team.
Izzo misses. Oh, look at that. 2 side-to-side misses. Larry Izzo the first one, and then Woodhead not outside. Ryan Fowler, another linebacker that missed him.
Chad Henne.
Hey, he doesn't care. He said, man, as long as we win, I don't care if I don't complete a pass.
Yeah, we haven't picked up a first down in this quarter, he's saying. And we put up 21 points.
Yeah, the offense is really putting some points on the board. Yes, we're doing great.
Sanchez has to step way up, and Cotchery has it with an open field. It's Clemens waiting for him. Cut back middle, Cotchery. And they're down to the Miami 22-yard line. That goes for 53 yards. Vontae Davis was trying to guard him.
Yeah, just a terrible rookie mistake. Goes in front. You got to know the situation, the game, where you're at on the field. And if you just go and let him catch it and tackle him, no big deal. Not even a first down. No chance of making the interception.
That 53-yard play equals Sanchez's longest pass play this rookie season. And Thomas Jones takes it inside the 20.
Mike Westhoff going over where you're supposed to be on the field. Trying to make sure, what's the key on a kickoff team? To spread the field equally. Everybody stay in their lane. Don't overcommit. And when it comes to you, make the tackle.
Westhoff, one of the best, just a legend around this league, special teams coach. Sanchez. Edwards has it and trying to back in. And they give him the touchdown. Braylon Edwards fights for it and gets it. What an effort. With Dolphins draped all over him.
What a game.
Hey, the Monday night game just broke out all over again.
Yeah, that's right. Jets going to go for 2 again.
You still don't like it, huh? 24-19. Still too early, you think?
I wouldn't. The Dolphins offense has not shown. So you think if they do move the ball, it's probably going to result in only a field goal. So if they don't make it 27-19, you'll be trying again.
Timeout called by the Jets.
But it's not, look, it's not a, to me, either decision you make is correct too right now. But Sean, it's on the coverage. Smith never finds the ball, never turns around. Mark Sanchez just trying to throw it in there before the defender turns.
Hey, Keller helped out, didn't he? Watch this.
Usually it's back shoulder. This was front shoulder.
Clemens has a hold. Smith pulling it back. Here comes Clemens. Or Keller.
Pushes him in there.
Yeah, here's Clemens, who had made a couple of plays, a block and a tackle on special teams.
That whistle didn't blow. That's a good job by Braylon Edwards, putting both arms around it. And you got to almost teach your guys in training camp and in practice now. They tell these officials, let the play finish.
And the fight for the football all the way until the very end.
Yeah, you and I are seeing that more and more, that they're giving them time to rip that football out, which is what they should do.
So they go for the 2 to try to bring it within a field goal.
Well, if it's a quarterback draw, it shouldn't work. It looks like they got enough guys inside to stop it.
Davis pulls it down with the pick. They were going for Braylon Edwards.
Those are the right calls. We wanted to be within a field goal to tie it with the field goal. So, we want to be within 3 points, and we got to convert on those. The fade ball was, he had pretty good coverage, and I got to throw it a little higher.
Heading into the fourth quarter, the Dolphins look to increase their lead by doing what they do best, running the ball.
Only the 4th snap of the second half for the Dolphins. And Ronnie Brown will run for 4.
This Dolphin offense, they got to say, wow, can we get involved in this action a little?
2nd and 6, going middle. And that's Lusaka Polite, the fullback. And he is tackled after 3 yards gain. 3rd and 2 on the way in the final half minute of the 3rd quarter. Inside of 10 seconds, roll out, throw, Bess holds on, and the Dolphins have a first down. Hinney unable to get away in time. Ellis again in on it along with Howard Green.
Sean Ellis, he's having a terrific day too. Here he comes, just keeps fighting forward. What a good job. He sees the reverse, the fake, doesn't go for it, and keeps going towards the quarterback. And there was nothing open down the field. All Chad Henne was going to get out of it was a short completion.
It was the 5th sack of the game for the Jets. 2nd and 17. Henne, and a good toss to Camarillo. Gets him close enough to make it about a 3rd and 3.
Yeah,
maybe 2.
Nice play call. Jets again had big people in there. They're just gonna squeeze it. And Chad Henne got this loose arm. Watch, just stays nice and limber. Pretty good technique, right on target. And that's one thing you do with a young quarterback, really with this offense. You got to move the quarterback around. If he keeps dropping straight back, they can't be successful at a high rate. Got a little wildcat here.
It's Ronnie Brown ready to take the snap on 3rd and 2. As the first, and a whole lot more spins down to the 33.
That's where I like it. I don't know, but when I see this team, the Dolphins, get in this formation with Ronnie Brown, and he talked about it, Jim, because he's so deep, 7 yards, 6, 7 yards back there, it makes him a much more patient runner. And how about that? It was blocked awful. Then look at David Harris is unblocked. But you're talking about an all-pro running back who's completely recovered from the surgery of 2 years ago. He's healthy, strong, and what a pair of feet made David Harris miss right in the hole.
And go with it again. Ricky Williams, who's had a quiet day. They fake to him, and Ronnie Brown this time hit at the line of scrimmage. Third straight play out of it. And again, Brown keeps. And for the second straight time, the Jets clogged the middle. No gain.
Jets have not even been, they're not even close to being full today. Just one good run by Ronnie Brown. And look at this. Look at all the guys. We got 5 across. We got 9 people sitting up there ready to squeeze the run. Attack it from the outside. Make sure you don't lose containment and then just squeeze it down. The Jets have done a terrific job of that today.
3rd and 10, Henne back under center. Ricky Williams, big hole, and Williams has the first.
How about that? Took a page right out of the Jets. Everybody's thinking pass. Who digs in for the run? Nobody. In fact, some of the defenders are looking at receivers and not even paying attention.
Well, we got to play better on defense. 3rd and 10, we got to get them off the field, got them in 3rd downs, and they converted those 3rd downs. They were back-breaking. You know, we get the offense the ball back, you know, and we got opportunity.
Over to Bess. He loses the football. I believe he's ruled down on the field.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you can see, even if he's ruled down, if that football comes loose, you can replay it.
Rivas last to get up, and the Jets would love to see what this looked like. Bess, who's already fumbled once in this game, and they get the snap away in time. And Williams has the first down.
Wow, what a run.
A 7-yard run for Ricky Williams.
That was just lean forward, and Ricky Williams as being a running back just going, you know, I don't care. I'm going to do the hitting.
So the Dolphins race back to the line of scrimmage before the Jets could even get the chance to challenge it, and they keep moving on now into a 1st and goal situation at the 9. Kept it for 6.5 minutes. Ronnie Brown backs up a yard.
Oh, it's got.
They brought in the rookie Pat White now into the Dolphin huddle. The rookie quarterback from West Virginia.
My guess was this week if he came in, he would throw one.
First action of the day.
Jets are back.
Ronnie Brown with flags.
Men. Defense.
Oh boy.
5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
The Pat White Wildcat probably was a different defense. That's how they got the extra guy in there. That's probably 1, 2, 12. Don't say anything that I can count that high, Jim. The number now, so I know you were thinking. But just bringing Pat White in with a different package might have been enough to confuse the New York Jets. That's why they got caught with 12 people on the field.
White back to the sideline. Henne returns. We move inside of 9 minutes. Henne to Janos.
What a throw.
Touchdown Miami.
I knew they were going to quick snap. They were trying to get up there quick. Snap it before the defense could react.
They were kind of discombobulating around the defense. They were moving around. They didn't know what we were going to be and what personnel. And, you know, we just caught them off guard. And Joey just ran out in the flat. And, you know, that's my first read. And I just hit the first person.
Now you go for 2. Well,
I'm not sure why you do.
Yeah, no, good point.
I don't think you do here.
I'm rethinking.
No, if you fail it here, the Jets can still tie it up with a touchdown, a 2 and a field goal. I don't get this.
Take the extra point, make them score 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's Henne. The math doesn't add up.
Time is running out for Sanchez and the Jets. But after the break, the rookie's leadership takes charge. In Week 7 against the Saints, Miami had a commanding first-half lead that fell apart to a furious New Orleans comeback. Not wanting to squander another second-half lead, the Dolphins look to lock down the Jets' attack as New York starts its drive inside their own 20.
Jim Nance, Sims back here in the fourth quarter at the Meadowlands, and the Jets trailing at 30-19. Flag thrown in. It's Thomas Jones takes it for 6 yards.
Holding. Defense, number 96. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Sanchez throws the screen to Jones. Jones breaks a tackle, and he's out at the Miami 40. Well, Miami in the fourth quarter, it's been a disaster this year, including last week against New Orleans. They gave up 22 in the fourth to the Saints. This is after a year ago they gave up only 62 on the whole season in the fourth, which was best in the league.
Well, look at that screen. 3 linemen out in front, and really they didn't know what to do. Nobody was around.
It's a 28-yard pass play.
Big plays by the Jets offense.
And Sean Green. Bulls ahead for maybe 2.
Easy up.
2nd and 8. Sanchez to Edwards. Sean Smith, Jabril Wilson bring him down. Gain of 20.
Yeah, Braylon Edwards, he talked about both of these rookie corners, and he said, Sean Smith, oh, that is exactly what he said would happen. He'll play my outside shoulder. I'll go down the field and look for him to try to throw a few balls to the inside. And good example, good throw. Good job by Mark Sanchez hanging in the pocket.
And he's hit his last 7 throws. That's Jones. Straight ahead for 3.
Randy Starks. My gosh. Soliai and Starks.
They got some men up front on that team. Soliai had forced that fumble that got returned by Taylor for a touchdown. Merling, just a second-year player.
Jim, both teams very respectful for the team they're playing this week, of just the like you said, the men and the strength up front.
2nd and 7. Sanchez. Oh, the ball's caught for a touchdown. Scoops it up, does Dustin Keller for the touchdown. And now they will go for 2 and try to take advantage of a mistake in the arithmetic on the Miami side.
Dustin Keller down the field. This is such a tough job. You got Bell, Jeremiah Bell one-on-one, and it's a 3-way go. Right, left, or stop for Dustin Keller. Nice throw to the outside. How about that catch?
You see here, he crosses the plane right
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely. Touchdown.
Seven touchdowns in the last 19 minutes of game action. Wallace Wright in motion. Sanchez looking for a second option. Throws it. Wright has it. And he's got the 2. But there is a flag. Hold on a minute. Seldom used Wallace Wright on offense. He's a special teamer.
Illegal shift. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Attempt to try.
The illegal shift, I got to let guys get set before we motion. The clock's running down, so I'm trying to hurry, and we're just trying to get set. So it's one of those things where it's a unique formation that we had and a motion, but that's on the quarterback. That's, you know, little things that need to get better, and attention to detail in those situations.
It looks like they got the formation right. The only thing that comes up, did he move before they got set? So there wasn't a 1-second pause before Wright went in motion.
They'll go for the 2 again. This time from the 7, they'll snap it. Ball fired, incomplete. Oh, was that penalty a big one?
Down by 5. The Jets need one more shot at the end zone, but can they get the ball back before time runs out?
Ricky Williams holds on to that football, try to get two hands around it. Second and 9, and you toss it to Ricky. And again, he's belted after only a 2-yard pickup.
You know that question I said, I'm going to go by what I see. I've seen enough. This Jets defensive line, especially inside, they have answered that call about missing Chris Jenkins today.
Boy, this crowd is really ramped up, trying to get one more stop, get the ball back to Sanchez. A Miami defense that had a hard time all season stopping anyone in the fourth quarter.
Expecting blitz, 2 backs in the backfield, and they're going to get it.
Penny rolling out, in trouble, and down at the 19. Bert Scott.
It's pretty much a sprint out formation for those guys. When they put the fullback, they're going to sprint out, of course, to the fullback. And in tight spots, that's where he wants us to go because he's an effective quarterback throwing the ball on the run, you know, and getting him out of the pocket away from all our pressure. So we anticipated that. So we didn't know which way he was going to roll out, but he's a right-handed quarterback, so we made sure we blitzed off both edges. You know, set the edge, and the fullback came, and I set the edge where he couldn't get out of the pocket. He tried to reverse field, got to somewhere what we call LeBron James.
Sanchez buys time with the play action. Now will run with it and dives down at the 49. You know, the Dolphins at 2-4. They've won both of their division games so far. One against the Jets, one against the Bills. But they've had 2 of the worst losses you've seen all season long in the league. The last 3 Jet possessions, they have not been stopped. They had a game against Indianapolis with an unheard of time of possession advantage and lost. And then last week, blowing 21-point lead against New Orleans.
The difference in this league, when it's on the line, who wins?
And they step up this time. Sanchez pulled in by Kachuri.
What a catch.
At the 39 of Miami. Over the outstretched arm of Jason Taylor. This pass had to go. He got the separation from Sean Smith.
To get possession before he gets out of bounds. Looks like he does, both feet down.
Sanchez has hit his last 9 passes.
No pressure on the quarterback. Joey Porter, Jason Taylor, nothing from the outside.
Sanchez floats it, incomplete. Looking for Braylon Edwards. It's 2nd and 10 at 2:52. They go back to the run, and Thomas Jones breaks a big one.
Nice call. You got upfield pressure. Look at that lane, and oh boy, Damian Woody. Another good block. No resistance at all. Good cut by Thomas Jones.
New set of downs at the 28. Jones a yard away from another 100 yards. Now back him up 1. Stepping up is Torbor.
Yep.
On a 2nd down and 10. Looking middle of the field, and the pass wide of a wide open Dustin Keller. 3rd and 10. Sanchez is getting the time. The Dolphins are not putting any pressure on him at all. That's the case again. He goes underneath. What a hit. Was that a catch? No, they ruled it incomplete. Going for Kachuri. And again, it's Vontae Davis, a vicious hitter. Now 4th down.
Well, they got the whole package in this Vontae Davis. Well, that's why he was a first-round draft pick. Made a mistake going for an interception, but how about that? Now that time, keeping that left arm free, hitting through the receiver, knocked the football out.
All right. Will that Dolphins defense make a play to possibly seal it?
No blitz.
Will the Jets keep on going? Play action. Sanchez again, all kinds of time. Backpedaling, lofting. Pass is caught. There was a flag anyway. Dustin Keller over Reggie Torbor for 16 yards. And we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Pass interference. Defense, number 53. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, first down.
You know, for a rookie quarterback to play in this league, I think he's done a heck of a job, especially these last 2 weeks. Bouncing back from that poor performance against Buffalo, I think the guy's had a pretty darn good year. He's only going to get better.
First down from the 12. Here is the run with Thomas Jones. Good for 4.
Well, if you're the Dolphins, if you're going to blitz, doesn't look like they are this time, but send them all if you're going to.
Sanchez looks, holds on to it. He's brought down by Randy Starks.
We went through 1-2 in our reads. Couldn't see the check down and just took off. I mean, it was a wide open lane to run. The guy made a really good play. If he doesn't grab me, I'll walk in the end zone. And, you know, he makes a good play. So in that situation, we don't want to we have plenty of time to, you know, not trying to take a sack, at least get back to the line. But we don't want to force anything into traffic. We want to give ourselves a shot because it's a definite 4-down situation. So, you know, he makes a great play and grabs me.
Nate Jones, Philip Merling enter the Miami huddle. Joey Porter comes out along with Kendall Langford. 3rd and 6 from the 8. Sanchez looks right, and he is walloped back at the 16. Again, it's Randy Starks.
What a day by Randy Starks.
It's too late for that, Brett. You be as mad as you want. It's too late.
That backs them up 7. And 4th down on the way. They already hit one crucial 4th down. They need 13 to pick up the first. Timeout called by the Jets as Starks gets the sack.
How about that? And he made it happen quick. Comes around the inside. It's just amazing to be that big and just bends down and keeps the path going straight to the quarterback.
They got Edwards to the right, Patry in a slot right.
Well, they got 3 down linemen coming.
4th down from the 15. Sanchez, all kinds of time again, all the way back to the 30. Now flings it end zone, and it's incomplete. The Dolphins defense makes a stand at last.
That is some job by the Dolphin defense. Nobody gets penetration, but all the defenders looked up wide receivers and stayed in front of them. As you look down the field, covered and stays with him. Covered to the inside. There's Jericho Cotchery. He's covered. There's a defender on him.
It's looking over the middle, then to the outside. We had another crossing route coming, but, I mean, we got to get in the end zone. So I think they hit us with a 3-man rush, so I just tried to buy a little time. And then I saw Jaco for a split second when I started to scramble. Jaco starts going to the back of the end zone. I try to just give him a shot. Last play, ball's got to get pushed. And Dustin ended up coming over after the ball, too, and he brought a defender. I mean, he doesn't know he's going for the ball. They're all competing for it. So, you know, when those initial 2 reads aren't there on the last play of the game, you just scramble and give your guys a chance, and that's what we try to do. So unfortunately, we didn't come down with it, but they made a good play.